Hello everyone and welcome to this TRK aviation video. Today we're flying the Airbus A320 NEO on its maiden voyage with TRK Aviation from Queenstown, New Zealand to Christchurch, New Zealand. It'll be a trip of around 220 miles direct, which should take us about 40 minutes of flying time. It's 7:30 in the morning and it's early July, which is the beginning of winter here. And it'll also be a sunrise flight, which should add some picturesque scenery to the flight. We'll be flying at a cruise altitude of around 23,000 feet and we'll hopefully see a beautiful sunrise as we near Christchurch. The weather is calm and clear the entire way, but there is a chance of severe ground frost and fog at our destination, so that might add some spice to the flight when we arrive. All this is real-time weather set on the simulator, so the weather is as if we were flying for real. As you can see, we're flying under the livery of Air New Zealand, which is a local airline here in New Zealand, and the A320 is used extensively to transport Air New Zealand passengers around the North and South Islands between Auckland, Wellington, Christchurch and Queenstown. Okay, so I'm the first person on board and the cockpit is cold and dark, which means everything is switched off, and we're now getting ready to set the aircraft up. We invite you to sit back and relax, and I hope you'll enjoy this flight simulation video created by TRK Aviation. There are a number of things that we need to do before boarding passengers for this flight, and one of the main jobs is to get the aircraft stocked with food and beverage.
boarding started.
Here come the rest of my crew now.
is cleared to Christchurch Airport this mile. Takeoff runway 23 climb and maintain 11,000 feet. Departure frequency is 129er decimal tree squawk 0247.
RK1112 tree cleared to Christchurch Airport is filed.
Passengers boarding
Takeoff
started.
runway 23 climb and maintain 11,000 feet. Departure on 129er decimal tree squawk 0247.
Good morning.
Whilst our lovely air hostesses board our customers, the cockpit crew and I switch everything on and go through our pre-flight checklist.
Hello?
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback. Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted. Locking gear. Commencing push. Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push is completed and brakes are set.
As we get pushed back by the tug, our team complete the pre-start checks and get ready to fire up the engines. At the same time, our cabin crew make sure everyone is seated and start the safety checks. I won't bore you with a video of that, as I'm sure we've all been through enough of them, although the Air New Zealand safety video, in my opinion, is probably one of the best in the world. Maybe next time.
Please set parking brakes.
Parking brakes set. Starting engines.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
1112 tree unlocking to and halt short of runway 23 using taxiway. Contact tower on 128.9 when ready. Heavy hold position. Caution the Airbus A320 NEO on the taxiway. New Zealand 642 Heavy. Continue taxi.
Takeoff runway 23 RK 1112
Pre-takeoff checks complete. Engines are hot. Seatbelt signs on. Crew and passengers are ready. Increase engines to 50%. Engines full. I have control. V1. Rotate. Landing gear up.
RK 1112 contact New Zealand Center on 129.3. Good day.
New Zealand Center RK 1112 Request flight level 270.
RK 1112 climb and maintain 11,000 feet. Expect flight level 270. RK 1112 climb and maintain flight level 220.
Climb and maintain flight level 220 RK 1112. and maintain flight level 270 RK1112 tree.
Right, just to give you an update of the flight, we are currently at our ceiling altitude of 27,000 feet. The sun is just about to rise directly in front of us, which is going to be beautiful. The crew are feeding the passengers in the cabin, and I'll soon be setting the aircraft for a descent down into Christchurch. I've had a weather alert come through, and apparently there's very thick fog from ground level right up to 5,000 feet. So we'll probably have to do a full instrument landing on ILS. We're about to begin our descent down into Christchurch, and as predicted, you can see very, very thick fog down below us. So yeah, it's going to be interesting, that's for sure.
at 2 o'clock, 4 miles at 7,700 feet Airbus A320 NEO. Report them in sight. Qantas 7524 heavy traffic is 12 o'clock 3 miles at 6,800 feet Airbus A320 NEO. Report them in sight.
RK1112 tree have the traffic.
Qantas 7524 heavy have the Airbus A320 NEO in sight. RK1112 tree, keep speed not above 170 knots.
Keep speed not above 170 knots RK1112 tree.
Turning on to the final now, and we'll be dropping down into the mist. I'm not sure if there's any visibility on the ground, and we may have to abort and fly to an alternative airport if we're unable to land here. Right, let's do this. ILS locator locked in. Approach mode active. Autopilot is locked into the ILS frequency and will soon be taking us down once the APR hits the localizer at the airport.
RK1112 tree, you are 9 miles northeast of Christchurch. Contact Christchurch Tower on 118 decimal for when inbound on the approach.
Christchurch Tower RK1112 tree 8 miles northeast inbound for DME runway 20 approach.
RK1112 tree, Christchurch Tower. Altimeter tree 0.65, wind 208 at tree. Cleared VOR DME runway 20 approach.
Cleared VOR DME runway 20 approach RK1112 tree.
RK1112 tree, wind 208 at tree. Cleared to land runway 20.
Cleared to land runway 20 RK1112 tree.
There's the runway.
100. 60, 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard.
Sorry for the bump, that was a computer landing, and they're always bumpy. Let's try and keep the plane on the runway as well, because it's going to be slippy and the visibility is pretty horrible.
RK1112 exit runway when able.
So as you can see, an ILS instrument landing combined with an autopilot makes landings like this a possibility. If we didn't have this technology, there's no way I would be able to do a VFR visual approach landing. So IFR worked for us this time. Okay, let's get in touch with ground and see where our gate is and start our taxi to the gate.
RK1112 tree contact ground on 119.65.
119.65 RK1112 tree. Goodbye. Taxiing to gate 25 using taxiway Charlie Foxtrot RK1112 tree.
Prepare aircraft for shutdown. Skyway connected. And there we go. Welcome to Christchurch, New Zealand. It's just after 9 AM local time, and as you can see, now that we are on the ground, the fog is lifting. That's sod's law for you. It was a pretty heart-stopping landing for me. I was milliseconds away from aborting and pulling up on the stick, and the runway just appeared out of nowhere. Right, let's kill the engines and unboard this flight. Crew prep for disembarkment, please. On behalf of TRK Aviation and Air New Zealand and the entire crew, we'd like to thank you for joining us on this trip today, and we look forward to seeing you on board again in the near future. Have a nice day and safe travels for your forward journey.
Passengers, the boarding starting.